Hello. This is Christina L. Turner, Kingmaker, and I am coming in to talk to you today about. I'm going to be sliding this around because I'm still trying to log in and get you an opportunity to get in here. To come in and participate in today's video. And so I'm hooking everything up. I'm entering to my studio. One of the things I ended up doing was I ended up getting with StreamYard, okay, because I was having so many problems with my I can't even see myself here with my Zoom. I don't know what in the world was going on with that, but I was having problems with Zoom and I was not a happy camper at all. And so it was not a good experience for me being with Zoom. For whatever reason, we kept having issues, and that was really messing everything up on my when I did my lives. So anytime that I do a live, one of the things I would do is try to connect with my YouTube channel while I'm here on TikTok. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So hopefully I am recording right now. It's saying that I am, and I'm adding myself to the stream, so I am on. So I'm like so happy. I got it. So I'm just going to just move the camera just a little bit so that you can see me on this side and that I can talk. So if you don't know me and this is your first time coming to my channel, I want to say happy Sunday to you. And I am Christina L. Turner. I am an entrepreneur. One of the things I am mad focused about is entrepreneurship and helping other entrepreneurs magnify their business, become a what we want to say, not just an expert, but what my branding manager would say, Miss Sheba, she would say a authority figure. You want to be an authority in your business. So I have a YouTube channel. One of the things that I do is bring here on YouTube and also here on TikTok when I do my lives is to give you all the information that I have of new grants that are out. You do not have to buy a list from me. I mean, if you want it and you want to get the links because you like to read and versus hearing me spell it out, then you're able to do that. But I do present this information for free for you so that you can have it and that you can also share my videos with other people. So if you know someone who is in small business, who is an entrepreneur or trying to get into entrepreneurship, share my video or have them to come. Okay, so that's my spiel for right now. I do have a website. It is www.christinalturner.com. And I also, if you need to get in contact with me, you could get in contact with me via email. But if you also go to my website, there is a phone number on the website that you can dial in and you can get in contact with me as well to help you with your business. I do charge a consulting fee. I didn't before. Now I am doing that because I also do, with the consulting fee comes a proposal. After you get done speaking with me, I see your proposal and the outline of everything that we spoke about and what you can do within the time frame that you want to get it done, and how we modify, how we take the steps to get you to where you need to be. My email is info@christinalturner.com. So it's a CH and the L is initial L and then last name Turner like Tina Turner.com. Okay. All right. So let's get started. All right. I have some tea. I got to talk about the tea first because with my YouTube channel and I'm trying to, bring everything all together. One of the things that, because I am a lady about town or outside, as they would say, networking with other entrepreneurs or other people, because one, I'm also, not only I'm an entrepreneur, but I also am venturing into another industry. So I want to get to know other entrepreneurs, and also to tell people what it is that I do. That's the sole purpose of when you are networking, is for you to get to know other entrepreneurs, tell people what you want to do, and so that people, if they're interested, they could go ahead and invest financially in the services, excuse me, in the services or the product that you provide. So, my partner, one of my business partners, she and I, we went to a networking event, and we paid $100 because, of course, I love VIP. I like to go and do VIP because of the fact there's supposed to be certain things when you pay for VIP package. You're supposed to have more things, okay, more things that goes in, versus someone coming in with a free ticket. All right, or someone paying a lower rate for a ticket. So let me just say what my perception of a VIP is. Not only that you have a special area that you will have conversations with people within that VIP area, that section. You have there are certain other things that come in with the package, like maybe drinks and food, or you might get a gift bag or something like that. When you are doing VIP for me, it's exclusivity. Okay, it's not inclusion, it is exclusivity. So this is I was not happy. Okay, so first of all, we get to the event. I'm always like maybe 10 minutes early, because I do have a little bit of social anxiety. I am an introvert, extrovert. And when I get to an event, I have to come a few minutes early because I have to prep myself. I have to know what I'm going to say to people when they ask me what it is that I do. Even though I know what I do, I have to get my mind together. I want to get my vibe. I want to have my confidence put in check. So I'm always going to come a little bit early. I'm probably going to be outside of the actual event and maybe getting the vibe of the perimeter and what's going in, and just looking at people before I actually go put myself into an environment. I have to do some prep for me. Okay. So I'm out. I go in. I wasn't well greeted or presented. I'm thinking that when you have someone at the door for any type of event, you need to have great hostess, and particularly people who are coming in and they're paying their money. You need to have a great hostess. Okay, you need someone to be greeting you with a smile and excited and good energy, because you don't know what people, like I said, I have some anxiety coming into a new place that I have never been into before, and sometimes it can be a little shaky. And there has been times I have walked into a place and walked out. So I have literally trained myself to walk into a place, and when I get there, I am dedicated to 1 hour, minimum 1 hour, and I have to introduce myself to at least 5 people. That is my rule. Okay, so that helps break my anxiety, if people want to use that term, anxiety. I'll just say I don't have anxiety. I think I'm shy. Okay, I'm shy. I'm not anxious or anything. I'm just really, really shy. So anyway, so we get in, and I get there, and of course we wasn't greeted correctly. I wasn't greeted correctly. I don't feel that I was, and getting all of these different questions, and they were microaggressive questions. They weren't like, oh, welcome, whatever, is your name on the list. It was basically like, I come in and what are you doing here? Okay, and so I had to say, I'm here for the event. And instead of asking me, well, what is your name? We have you on the gift list. I said, I do have a VIP ticket. And then, well, who are you representing? I'm representing myself because I have my own company. I have a holding company, and I have multiple businesses underneath that holding company, which is the holding company is Christina L. Turner Enterprises Incorporated. So when I did that, I kind of stepped up. They said, we're not ready yet. Okay, so I'm there 10 minutes prior that the event was supposed to start. So I said, okay, I'll step outside. And I met a wonderful lady that was there coming to the event as me. And we were sitting on the bench and we're talking, yada, yada, yada. So once we started seeing other people started coming in, we decided, and my business partner, she arrived. So we all walked in together. And I was livid. Now, mind you, this was not an event that said it was an event, networking event. It was considered an expo. That was the advertisement, okay, that this was an expo. Now, I've been to expos before. I've been to expos, and when I walked in, I'm thinking, well, maybe there are more rooms to go into, all right? Maybe there are more rooms to go into this particular expo, and there wasn't, all right? So, okay, so then my other question was, okay, then where's the VIP section? Because we got VIP. We got $100 ticket, we got $100 tickets. So where's the VIP section that we need to go to? And there wasn't one. And so when we got there and I'm looking around a room and I'm counting the vendors. And there were 7 vendors for an expo. 7 vendors for an expo. And I was livid, okay? So I'm saying to myself, something has to be wrong. Because also what we found out, I got an email. And I'm looking at the email from the day before on the way to the venue, to this networking event, that the venue had changed. They changed the venue 24 hours prior to the event. So I'm thinking, okay, well, it's going to be really, really crowded. But then we also looked on there too, they were cross event. It was almost as if they were trying to sell tickets for one event, for 4 different events. One was supposed to be for women, one was supposed to be for realtors, one was supposed to be for regular entrepreneurs, and one was supposed to be for health and wellness. So that's 4 different types of events that we were seeing on there, and it was one ticket, but they were all separate on separate pages. So it was almost as if you were grabbing whoever was the organizer of the event, and I'm not going to mention any names to protect the guilty, but I will tell you the event. I'm going to hashtag the event, the name of it, when I get done with this story, because I would never ever attend this event ever again in my life, especially when it's considered an expo. So it was supposed to be 4 different types of events. But what that person did was they tried to bring them all together into one big event. So my business partner and I, we went to him and this organizer, because we said, who's the organizer of this event? So we went to the organizer and we said, what is this one event or is it 4 event? Because you had realtors everywhere. There were so many realtors. You had people who were dealing with finances. They were coming and they were looking. Everyone was confused. You had people that were coming up to us and asking, what did we do? And we were, my business partner's in branding and marketing. I'm a business consultant. And we're trying to figure out too, like, which event are we into? So I asked, I said, well, where's the women networking event? You know what this guy said to me? He literally said, you see those 2 women over there talking? They're networking. I could not believe it. I literally turned around and walked away. It was not only that, but just to say that when you're doing something, and I just want to say this, when you put on an event, a networking event, whatever, be truthful on what it is that you are doing, what it is that you are selling to your clients or to your customers, what products. People are doing the most jankiest thing ever okay, when it comes to making money. Everyone knows we are all in this together. Everyone is feeling the pinch economically. We already know what's happening, but don't try to jank money from people with false information, leading information that led to nothing. So I'm going to tell you guys what the outcome was. I ended up writing a letter, and I used my power of influence, and I said I need my money back for both tickets, for my business partner and for myself. And they were livid because I asked, because no one never called them to the carpet. And listen, all my money is God-given money, and whatever I pay for is what I expect. And I'm saying this for everyone else. Whatever you pay for is what you should expect. I cannot be quiet about my money or how I think people should give me. If I pay for this is what I expect. If I pay to be in a clean hotel and with the services that is what I expect. Or I am calling my money back to me. I am going to be sending you a letter. I'm going to be sending you a letter. I'm going to be sending, I'm going to be giving you a whole entire request on where for my money to come back. So for the person that I don't have a wig on. So I don't know what this other person, whoever this is, Mellow Muncher or whatever, you guys be doing this most stupidest thing on TikTok. It's like a bunch of kids. So anyway, so I wanted to tell you my story about what happened to me at this networking event, and the money that I paid for it, and then also to how I went about and getting my money back, and they did return my refund. But I would never go to this particular event again. I was told that I'm banned, and I was like, what am I banned from? The nonsense, the craziness, and that's not the word that I use. I cannot be banned from something that never really existed. And it was the Texas Small Business Expo that we went to. And like, again, it was horrible. It was not a good event. So again, it won't never happen again. And yes, I did say what I said because that person was harassing my business partner and calling her, using profanity against her, and never responded to me. And I'm the one that requested for the money back, and I requested for it back in writing, but they never came back to me to say anything directly to me. So with that, because I paid for it, they acted out, of course. But we still got our money back. So we don't care. We'll never be there again. So just saying, as a business owner, please do things with integrity. There's no reason to try to do certain things, and if you're not going to do it with integrity or in excellence, just don't do it. Maybe hold off and wait to do it again at another time. Okay, versus you trying to keep things out there. I have canceled events before. If it wasn't going to be right, I have done it before, okay, to cancel events, because I did not want not only the people that was going to be coming to the event with me, I didn't want them to have a bad product or a bad service. I wanted them to have a great time. So, and if I could not give 100%, then there was no reason for me to have the event at all. Okay, so now let's get into the money, honey. Get the money, honey. If you're just coming into my page, I just want to tell you who I am. I am Christina L. Turner, Kingmaker, and I am an entrepreneur. I do business consulting. I have multiple businesses, and I also find grants for small business, people who are in small business, who are looking for money. I bring it to you for free. No, you do not have to pay for my list to get the information. And I will give it to you. The person who handles me, he works for me, with me, Mr. Kwame. So we definitely want to say thank you to him, because he is the one who does all the searching and looking and all that stuff for me. Okay, so here's the grant. This is called the Founders First CDC.org. Okay, this is a grant here, and you have until April the 17th to apply for this grant. And I'm just going to read you a little bit about it. This is called the National Kitty Fund, okay, KITTY Fund, and it's for mom entrepreneurs to help them to grow their business. The amount of the grant is $25,000. So it's going to be awarded to 25 moms across the nation, which is the nation would be, of course, these United States. And for 2023, the $25,000 fund will make investments of $1,000 per 25 of the moms, so each would get $1,000. So this is how it works. One, it says that the grant money can be used for whatever, okay, which is really good. So it's not restricted. Whatever the way the founders need to use it, like seeking professional assistance, like let's say if you need to do $1,000 for a consultant, you want to use it for that, or seeking or for preparing documents to qualify for the fund. You have to complete a full application for this particular grant, information about your business, and you have to do a video pitch. You need to complete it. Application will be reviewed. Then they're going to have 50 semi-finalists, and from the 50 semi-finalists, they're going to break it down. And this is the thing. There's live press. So all 25 grant finalists are announced during a live press event. So they're going to have a live press event, which of course, you know, any press about your business or your company or what it is that you do is good press. I'm talking about good stuff, especially you getting your name out, you're being awarded again a grant. What award that you get, you would definitely get it. Okay, so here, the eligibility requirements: you have to be identified as a mom. You must be a CEO or president or business owner. Your business must be within the United States. Your revenue in your company is cannot exceed $5 million, and you have to have between 2 to 50 employees. Okay, the application is so easy to fill out. It's very basic. And you can register for it, and let me give you the link. You're going to go to https like www.foundersfirstcdc.org/kitty KITTY -fund FUND. Okay, you want to go there. All right, and here's another grant, which is a little bit exciting, I guess. Depends. One of the things you want to do is, hold on. This is another grant, and this is to, once you open up the page, you're going to have to put in your link for an email so that you can get on their subscriber list. You can always unsubscribe. You know, that's one of the things I tell you guys too, is, you know, some of these grant funders, you want to subscribe to them because you get the information kind of first before they put it out to the masses, sometimes like maybe a day or so before. So if something is coming up, or if the company is doing an event or something like that, you're get it first hand without you having to look or buy a list or even wait for me to even get on here as well. Okay, so this is called The Lift. And this is by, actually it's called Flawless. Okay, the name of this grant is called Flawless, and it is presented by Miss Gabrielle Union. Okay, and it's a business grant Okay, the deadline submission for this one is April the 19th. 2023. And what you want to do is you have to have the date in here. You fill it out, and there's a couple of questions, and you go in, you fill out the information about your business, you fill out the information, how long you've been in business, and then she's doing this underneath the guise of as a philanthropist, not under the guise, but you know what I'm saying. She's a philanthropist called Lift As We Climb. It's a project, and it's a philanthropy fund. Of course, it has the tax EIN number and all of that there that you can basically get all the information. So this is where I want you to go to get this particular grant through Gabrielle Union. You want to go to Flawless Curls, okay? flawlesscurls.com/pages/lift as we climb. So when you do Lift As We Climb, make sure you do a dash into that so that you can get into there. Or what you can do is you can Google Flawless by Gabrielle Union, and it should take you right here to the link, because the link is really, really big. I don't have a bit.ly. I didn't do a bit.ly link on here. But again, the name of the grant is through Flawless by Gabrielle Union, and it's Lift As We Climb Business Grant Application. Okay. Here is another one. This one is a startup competition that I have. This is called a 2023 startup competition. This is by Arch Grants. All right. So if you are living within the St. Louis, Missouri area, this grant is for you. Now, the deadline for this grant actually is today. Okay. Today in a couple of hours. It's an application. So some of these applications are so quick. Okay, you want to fill it out. So I'm going to give this to you right now. So while you're listening to me, if you want to get your laptop out and type all the information, then you want to go ahead and do that. So you want to go to archgrants.org. Okay, arch grants.org/competition. I mentioned this grant in a few of my videos before. I mentioned it in February. I mentioned this grant in the month of March. And so today is the deadline for this particular grant as well. So I'm bringing it up to you today. So if you do have time and you have not seen my videos of the other grants that I mentioned on my YouTube channel, then you can go ahead and apply for this grant. All right. So you have until 5 p.m. Central Time to do this particular grant. I have another one called the Innovator Competition. There's an Innovator Competition if you are in the state of Iowa. All right. This is it's called the Jacobson Institute. All right. And you have to do a pitch for this particular grant. So they said who can compete. Now this is really not only is a competition, a grant for entrepreneurs who are in high school. Now my granddaughter, she is a young entrepreneur, and I know some of you may know some young entrepreneurs as well. But again, they're an encouraging entrepreneur mindset through the youth. This is what this grant is for. The Jacobson Institute sponsors the Innovator Competition. They do it each fall and spring. So if you don't make it to this round here in the springtime, you can have the opportunity to do it again in the fall. Okay. And the competition is for high school students in grades 9 to 12. Students must attend a U.S. high school or an accredited American school. Students don't need a background or course to work in business in order to compete. They just need motivation. They just need passion and a good idea. Okay. Now, one thing I do know is that when you are a student and you get something, you're like really, really excited when you win. It does boost your in any time that you win anything, it does boost your confidence, right? So the first place is for $1,500. It's a cash grant. It's for $1,500. Second place is for $1,000, and third place is for $500. And the deadlines for the next innovator competition, of course, the deadline is April the 17th. The finalists, they are notified that they're moving on to the next round, which will be the week of May the 1st. And then they will have the innovator competition May the 15th. So, how to compete for this grant: one, they need a one-page executive summary. They need a photo of the student that is applying for this grant or the team. They also need a photo of the product, if applicable, if there is a product. They want you to give a 3-minute elevator pitch via Zoom. The pitch is followed by 4 minutes of Q&A with the judges. So the judge is going to be asking questions. And then also there's no travel that is required for this particular grant. Again, who can compete? Let me see. This particular grant, I know that it's based in Iowa. I don't see any restrictions that's saying that you have to live in the state of Iowa for this particular grant. I don't see that. Okay. Now, for the other grant that I have is through I Fund Women. Now, I'm not sure if you know this, but with I Fund Women has a lot of grants that are for women in business, minority women, all women, through wherever it is that they want, wherever it is that you're located, they have grants for you. And whatever type of industry that you are, there are grants there on I Fund Women. However, with I Fund Women, for this particular grant, this is called the Botox Cosmetic Grant Program. And so Botox is partnered with I Fund Women, and they want to provide 20 groundbreaking women entrepreneurs each with $25,000. So you don't have to share. You're going to get the $25,000. You're going to get coaching and mentorship. And honorees will also become a part of the award-winning I Fund Women Method Crowdfunding Accelerator. They have an accelerator where they do crowdfunding for you. Also designed to fuel ambitious, increase confidence, and drive long-term impact for future women founders. It's easy. They say apply now. You click on the button to apply now, and it's not difficult to do this. You have a few more days. This particular grant is due April the 7th at 11:59. There are contested rules for it. They also have other criteria that you want to take apart and look at the criteria so that you don't miss it when you are applying for this. And where you're going to find this particular grant is going to be at ifundwomen. Let me go back here. Hold on. You're going to go to ifundwomen.com/Botox Cosmetics. Okay. Botox Cosmetics. That's where you're going to find this grant for that you want to get into. All right. And it is for $25,000. Now, this is the final grant. And again, my name is Christina L. Turner, Kingmaker. This is a really, really very interesting grant that I was very shocked about. And I'm thinking that this will really help a lot of different people who's into it. But this is from the LeBron James. Okay. LeBron James and Life Water launch. Life Water is launching more of Life Champion campaign to provide grants to inspire people to pursue their passions. So they did in New York, it was released. LeBron James is having a grant that is out, and he's going with Pepsi, the Pepsi company. You want to go to www.pepsico.com about this particular grant. And what it is that you have there. It was until Saturday, but I got wind that they were supposed to be extending this grant. That's what I was told. Okay, but the grand prize consists of $25,000 that is awarded in the form of a check, and it's going to be made payable to the winner. Okay, Pepsi is the sponsor of this particular grant. Okay, and the naming source, of course, they're going to use, of course, they use LeBron James because I'm sure that he's part of one of the funders. So where do you go to look at this grant? You want to go to PepsiCo.com for this particular grant and see what's available. If by any chance that this grant is have already ended far as last day of the applications for this particular grant, what I would like for you to do, as I stated before, is just to make sure that that you will subscribe. Okay, subscribe so that you can be in the know. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I wish that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Thank you for watching my TikTok live and my YouTube lives. Greatly appreciate it. Again, if you need to contact me, you can go to my website, www.christinalturner.com. Again, this is going to be on YouTube, so if you want to see it again and get the information and also hear about the horrible story that I had on that networking event that I went to, you are free to go to my YouTube. Please subscribe to YouTube as well, and I hope that you have a great week. May God bless you.